So, that last Miraculous episode review kind of triggered me, and it probably made that review pretty uh, suffocatingly negative for most people, and I apologize for that. But, but, I am happy to say that it has fixed itself rather quickly because we're back to good again. That's the weird thing about Miraculous. Like, they have these little moments where they go bad to absolute trash, and then the rest of it, it's mostly consistently good, with maybe a few okay episodes sprinkled in. Like, that's the weird thing about Miraculous. It is strangely consistent, but it does have its low points. Thankfully, this is back to that consistent good quality again, so this won't be nearly as long of a review, nor will it be as negative. Not a perfect episode, though. There's still a few things to discuss. So, without further ado, let's dive in. What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, your message for anything and everything animation, including superheroes fighting crime on the other side of the world, as well as TV and movies. I am your host, Jackson Small, a proud boaster of 1,000 subscribers, thanks to all of you incredible people now. Let's talk about Season 4, Episode 21 of Miraculous Ladybug, Dearest Family, which kind of copies Gang of Secrets from back in the very beginning of the season, but it's Marinette's family instead of Marinette's friends, and it's a slightly different reasoning. Yeah, it is plot recycling, but it's not to the point of being egregious. Though, it does have some faults. So what's this episode about? Well, it's actually pretty simple and straightforward. It's Marinette's family arguing over how Marinette should be treated, about what's best for her, about what fits her in their personal opinion, which leads to conflict because, it's a family. This kind of stuff leads to conflict in real life, so it's not that surprising. And while all this is going on, Marinette is trying to sneak out some sweet baguettes for her Kwamis, because the Kwamis can smell it from downstairs. But this ends up awakening some kind of weird sweet tooth addiction in Tiki as she starts acting like an addict. Now, usually something like this is not supposed to be treated as a joke, but because it's baked goods that's causing this addiction and not something somewhat more realistic, it's actually funny. And it works in a very weird, miraculous way. Like, Tiki has this weird obsession with baked goods every once in a while, and whenever she has this craving, she acts off her rocker and insanely out of character to the point of it being absolutely comical. You want an example? Here's an example. So, when Marinette starts losing control of Tiki because of her cravings, she turns into Ladybug. Only for Tiki to then possess Marinette with that same craving, so she ends up having to steal baguettes from Chloe's father to satisfy her own craving being caused by her Kwami. Like, it is comical. It is absolutely comical, but it's done in a way that is so in line with Miraculous that it just works. It is ridiculously funny. So, the 4 family members end up getting akumatized because Shadow Moth has finally found a way to override Marinette's charms. Yeah, it took almost the entire season, but he finally figured it out. Which turns them back into their legacy villains, including Keelan, which we just had last episode, so yeah, overused and tired legacy villains are now becoming a trend, and I'm not liking it very much. Like, come on, just come up with some new akumatizations. Even if it's the same person, get creative with it. But no, it's just reused versions that they've already done before, so it's like, whatever. So, you have these 4 villains having to fight each other to also try to find Marinette and shape them as best they see fit. Yeah, I know that's a bad explanation, but that's literally the premise of the episode. So, it all ends up going all kinds of crazy, as it usually does for Miraculous. And it all results in a pretty cute and nice ending. That's pretty much how it all sums out. So, final thoughts, let's go. Sorry for this preamble being a little longer than usual. A pretty cute episode about the Dupet Chang family trying to figure out what's best for Marinette, mixed with a side of hilarity from Tiki revealing she has an addiction to baked goods, and going to comical lengths to satisfy your craving. Going even so far as to give this craving to Marinette when she's Ladybug, and use her creation powers to make a baguette the size of a freaking planet. Yes, Tiki's craving for baked goods is so bad that she literally uses her powers from outside of being Ladybug, like outside of being, like it's hard to explain. Like when Aquami doesn't uses their powers without a holder, it results in some comical things. Like we saw it with Pegasus in one of the other episodes from the season, which resulted in some pretty wacky, goofy things. And now here it is resulting again with Tiki making a baguette so big it literally overshadows the entirety of planet Earth, not just Paris. That is so comical you can't help but laugh. But it's not really a great episode though, as the adults bickering gets a little tiring. It's more legacy villains being overused, though I'll admit battling each other is pretty funny. And Cat Noir once again getting the shaft. All Cat Noir does in this episode is hide in the sewer, maybe protect Ladybug once or twice, and uses Cataclysm as Astro Cat to destroy the giant baguette. That's literally all he does in the episode. You could honestly cut him out and not miss a thing. Which is starting to become a trend and I'm not liking it. It's really starting to get annoying. However, at least the ending is satisfactory, and as I said before, it's cute. And Shadow Moth finally found a way to overpower the charms, which does progress the overarching story forward pretty nicely. And since we're getting towards the end of the season, it's about time. And after the unwatchable garbage fire from last time, this was a quick and very needed reset. It's a solid episode, only 6 more to go, final verdict, 7 out of 10. Pretty good episode, check it out. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Miraculous videos like this almost every single day. And yeah, we only have 6 more to go. We are almost done with Season 4. Pretty crazy. I'll see you guys next time to see how it continues towards the end with Ephemeral, or Ephemeral, however you pronounce it. See you in the next review. And thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. You guys rock.
Excited for what comes up ahead. Hey, shall we run?